Hello, everybody, and welcome back to New Dalancia, the D&D 5th edition series. Something. There's probably be more lines here or something. Whatever. That's my intro. Yeah, there goes all our viewers. All right. So in the last session, you guys found out that these weird, like, plant creatures that you fought seem to be some kind of an ongoing issue around the town here, around the town of Staskar. I was like, what is the town called again? It's been a long week. And you have set out to, at the behest of the guard, to go and purge the corruption that is thought to be within this this forest, or coming from somewhere within this forest, within this cave. So, without further ado, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Let's rock. So you guys are currently on the road to Staskar. Yeah, that's what this one's called. And you know that the cave that's in question here is somewhere off in this direction. Hopefully everybody saw the ping. No?
I can see it now. Yeah, I saw it.
There you
okay.
go. So yeah, you guys kind of have free reign here. What do you guys want to do?
I mean, I would probably be looking towards Cyrene to be considering this sort of looks like. I mean, this is sort of looks similar to the area we just found her in when we first encountered.
This is the area that you first encountered her in.
And be like, so do you know of any sort of caves in the area that where they might have been coming from, where they seem to be at least peering from anyway?
Do I?
Well, there's a bunch of caves. There's a bunch of caves all over the forest that you're aware of. But the one that comes to mind, given the description that you've heard, is one just to the west over here. Like, you're very close by already.
Okay. So I will kind of just explain that there is a cave to the west that we're pretty close by and that we should check that one out.
Cool. So with that, Val and Ant kind of start moving off that way, toward that way. Let me kind of reveal some of the areas here. Let's do a polygon reveal. Or actually, no. Oh, that's actually kind of difficult. Okay. Yeah, here we go. So does everybody kind of want to start moving in that direction, or?
Yeah, Tess will be following right behind.
Okay, so let me kind of move everybody over. Just kind of put everybody.
The option to move my own character.
What? Oh.
I don't know that I would actually be like in front.
Yeah, hold on real quick here. Okay, give me a second. I need to reformat your character because we did that change to it. Okay, try now. Perfect. I had never, like, actually, yeah, let's put you at the front here. So I'm going to kind of scoot everybody over. And it isn't very long that you're walking before you come across this cave right here.
I see a cave.
Aha!
I'm probably going to be watching around the area, kind of, in this immediate area to look for anything crazy or suspicious.
Okay. So if you'd like to kind of move around and kind of position yourself in kind of a lookout, wherever you want to be kind of looking out. So let me reveal these areas for you. Kind of see up there. All right. Perfect. So Val and Ant both kind of approach the entrance to the cave. And Val mentions to it, perhaps we should go inside.
Can any of you check for traps?
Nope.
Can I throw a rock?
Throw a rock, like into the
Yeah.
cave?
Yeah.
Sure. Are you throwing, like, are you just attacking the darkness, or?
More or less.
Okay, yeah, you're just gonna like chuck it into the cave and see if anything like happens.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, you don't have to roll for it or anything. You just kind of pick up nearest good fist sized rock that you find and you chuck it as hard as you can into the cave. So you hear the echo of like the, but after a few seconds, nothing seems to happen.
All right. I guess I'll head on in.
So to be clear though, anyone can check for traps. Anyone should have the ability to. I believe that is just a perception check. So if you would like to roll one, you may at any time. All right, Misku, you don't detect anything out of the ordinary. Everything seems clear. You guys going in? Everybody?
I think we're ready to go in. I might just check real quick as well.
Yeah, go for it.
That is not my character sheet. Oh, my bad.
Wait, did you have a different character sheet?
I did.
What?
I had a D&D Beyond character sheet up and I was clicking perception like, why aren't you working?
I want to try to automate getting information to D&D Beyond from Roll20. It'd be really cool.
Oh,
I
wow.
rolled a 3.
Which is 9, and with your bonuses and everything, yeah, everything seems pretty clear to you too.
Tess is just gonna rush into the cave.
So Tess runs into the cave.
I'm going to stealth.
All right, bear with me for just a moment. Let me get everything set up on the interior map here. So let's talk about marching order real quick. Tess, you just mentioned that you ran in first. Okay.
Yeah, but she's excited to find the root cause of the trouble.
Who's behind Tess?
I'll go next.
Okay, Misku. And behind Misku?
I will be behind. Oh.
Yeah.
Unless
No,
someone
go
else
ahead.
wanted to be. Okay.
Okay, Cyrene.
I'll probably be behind Cyrene.
Okay, and that leaves Ahara bringing up the rear, yeah?
Word.
So let me grab... Ant and Val. All right. So the cave's entrance leads down a long and narrow tunnel, and as you carefully navigate the darkness, you feel that... What? Oh, I know, you don't see it yet. You feel the earth beneath your feet begin to sharply take you deeper underground. The eerie silence is shattered by the sound like a grinding metal or human shriek. The narrow cave begins to widen, and you hear what sounds like gurgling water ahead, echoing through a network of tunnels and caverns. Okay, that should have given you kind of the darkness. Let me...
There we go.
Cool. Everybody see everything? Everybody okay?
Well, I mean, everything looks like you've shown us so far.
Okay. It is dark in here. So,
Goodness for dark vision.
Anterius,
Yeah, tell me about it.
Anterius cracks open his pack and he produces a torch. He is human and he does not share any of the dark vision or anything that a lot of your other races do. So he lights up a torch. He's got that up on high.
Must there be so much light? And here you're the one who's always extolling about dark mode, and here you are bringing a light to this.
That's fair.
Tess is going to approach these stairs right here, and then she's just gonna wait. Can I use my eyes of the grave to see if I can sense undead in specific?
Sensing undead and specific. Yes, you can. You have to. I don't think you have to roll that. I think it just happens. First level, you gain the ability to occasionally sense the presence of the undead, whose existence is an insult to the natural cycle of life. As an action, you can open your awareness to magically detect undead. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any undead within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover and that isn't protected from divination magic. This sense doesn't tell you anything about a creature's capabilities or identity. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier. You can regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. Let me see here. You don't detect anything.
All right, and then she's gonna turn around to the rest of the party, and she says, "I don't sense any undead, at least."
Well, I wonder how loud she says that, considering if we're in like a cave, like that might echo at least for
It kind of echoes a bit.
Well, it's good to know that they haven't died already, so at least we can give them that.
I'm gonna move up.
Okay, go ahead and move your character. All right, let me reveal some more of this area here. So you start to see this opening to your right as you face down the tunnel. Trying to give you some more. There we go.
Cyrene is going to move ahead as well.
Okay. You guys can go ahead and move your characters. So Anterius kind of brings up the rear. He has his Okay, Misku. So you're kind of seeing into this area here. This first side chamber. This small chamber, it reeks of death. And you can see what looks like a body. It kind of it lies there motionless, appears humanoid.
Has said body hit the floor?
Yes. Quite.
Did you let it?
Yeah, we let it hit the floor.
Can I throw a rock at the body?
Yes, you can. Go ahead and roll a dexterity, please.
Progressively throwing larger rocks.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So you throw a rock at the body and it hits, but nothing seems to happen. You hear this clack and it kind of echoes through the cave.
So I kind of look back at the rest of the party and just kind of throw a thumb over my shoulder, pointing towards the entryway to this side room, and I'm just kind of like motion, just like thumb under the throat, and like stick my tongue out like bleh.
Well, should we see if he has anything of value?
Is there something that's going to kill us in there? Or are you?
I don't know.
So Val kind of approaches the corner over here.
I want to approach too, but I'm probably gonna try and stealth and hang back.
From a distance.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead and roll your stealth. Oh yeah, you're hidden.
We don't even know where you are.
Where'd he go?
I'm gonna go over here behind Val.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start to reveal the rest of this little tunnel. So Val kind of moves in. So you hear him kind of grunt, and he says, "It's safe. There's nothing here except for 2 corpses." So 2 dwarven corpses lie about the room, both of which appear to have had the blood drained from their bodies. It reeks of death in here, by the way.
Tess is going to tiptoe over here, press herself up against the wall to see if she can see further down this tunnel.
What is your... Let me see your dark vision. Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to check the bodies for change.
Okay, 1 moment, please. So you can see up to...
Now the real question is, can you see in 50 Shades of Grey in dark vision?
Woof.
Okay, so Misku, was that you inspecting the bodies?
Yeah.
So the bodies have several large gaping holes in their abdomen or chest regions. The wounds are clear of any blood, and the bodies themselves are very pale white, as though all the blood was drained from them. Other than that, they have all of their belongings. They have short swords that are strapped to their sides. They have let me see. Let me grab a They do have some gold on them. Give me just a moment here. Let me grab a... quick tool real quick. Here we go. Um... $24 copper pieces total.
All right. And that's out of the one body or between both of them?
Between both of them.
These guys are fucking broke.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Broke as a joke.
look at their armor. They look like they were probably, I'm guessing, city guards, similar to the guards we saw.
No. No,
Or-
they're wearing they're clad in leather. A little bit more dingy. They're not as well kept as what you would expect from city guards.
Even worse, it must be the what are they called? The Coast Guard.
Jeez.
Oof. All right.
Can we see how long they've been dead?
Roll a wisdom check.
That would be a little hard to determine, I think, though, because without any blood in them.
That's why the wisdom check.
Yeah, you can see how necrotic the wounds are, though.
So all that you can tell is that these wounds are eerily clean of any blood. They have no blood on the floor, nothing around them whatsoever. But what really strikes you is are these gaping holes, like in their chest and their abdomen.
But the holes are clean; they're not torn.
Yeah, no, they're clean. They're clean cut. Almost as if something like made its way in there, like intentionally, like without like ripping, or it wasn't like a combat wound.
Somebody used a very sharp straw.
So it would seem.
Slurp, slurp.
It was like a bit like a bendy straw of death. Which is now permanently in my arsenal.
We must find this.
So
So I'm
Anterius
reaching
kind of
down to
moves up.
grab the change off them. Can I tell if the bodies are warm or not?
They're cold. They are cold to the
Okay.
touch.
Gross.
Stop touching dead bodies.
Wash your hands, you nasty.
I'll hand you this, though. Judging by the smell, these seem to be relatively fresh cadavers.
Alright, well, these are useless.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Misku, do you have dark vision or night vision?
Yes. I do have dark vision.
Go ahead and extend the area just a little bit here.
Am I adding that 24 copper to my pocket, or am I dividing that between the party?
That's up to you, man.
Yeah, that's up to you, isn't it?
I'm taking 24 copper.
Yeah, I expect that.
So the
Oh.
tunnel opens into a vast cavern with several pools of steaming, bubbling water that you can hear. You detect some slight movements against the dark, or amidst the darkness.
Can I hear any noises or voices or anything?
No, so you hear kind of a sort of a very soft scuffling noise, but voices, no. An attempt to hide even when you were slightly obscured by foliage.
Yeah, no, I clicked the link instead of the expand.
Oh, okay. Give me just a moment here. Let me. Pop this open real quick. Oh, okay. That's not going to let me do that. That's fine.
Is there a way to determine how far I can throw something?
What are you trying to throw?
So I want to light a torch and throw it ahead of us.
Let me find out.
Would that be like? That'd be maybe like a strength check.
Hold on now. Give me a second here.
Oh,
How does that
VC says
work
hi.
again? Hey, VC. Back range parenthesis.
Alright, I'm gonna be AFK for about a couple minutes, so.
Understood. You can throw that 40 feet, it looks like.
Each space is 5, right?
Each space is 5. So just ping at the 40 feet mark where you want it to land, and then we'll have you roll a dex.
How do I ping again?
Click and hold. It's right here.
Yeah, that's 40, I believe.
Right here, yeah. Go ahead and roll your dex. Oh yeah, I forgot we could do that. So 7. We're going to say that winds up just a little bit short, but it's still very effective, regardless. So you are now getting quite a bit more of the area here. So once again, you are able to identify. You're able to identify one of the shambling humanoid needle blights that you previously had seen, and this one appears to be yet unaware of your presence. He is attached to, or he seems to be attached to another motionless humanoid.
So wait, do we know that these are needle blights?
Yes,
Okay.
they're the self-same monsters that you encountered that were chasing after Cyrene.
I posted it in our chat. That's kind of what I imagine they look like.
Yeah, pretty much. Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So this one appears to have its like feet kind of inside this cadaver. Kind of explains the gaping holes in the chest from the 2 that you saw in the other room.
Mm-hmm.
Did I have a thing for that? I might have had a thing for that.
This is within 60 feet of me. I'd probably want to start shooting if I saw.
It does not seem to have noticed anyone yet. So if you're going to take that shot, you definitely can. Are you opening up or?
Yeah, I think I'll obey. Am I able to make it out in the low light that this is the same thing we saw earlier?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You have dark vision, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see this like it's daylight now. There's a torch down there that has been thrown, and it is illuminating the area for you.
Right. I forgot about the torch. Okay, then yeah, I'm going to take a shot.
So, okay, everybody, go ahead and roll a net.
Oof.
So you have to go to your character sheet and click initiative. I don't know why it added Cyrene, but it didn't add Misku.
Yeah, it said you wanted to send the results of this roll to the turn tracker, but no valid token was selected.
What the heck?
That's weird.
Is everybody getting that? Is everybody seeing that? Huh. That's real weird. I'll have to
Mine
look
was
into
fine.
that. Yeah, yours came through. It's okay. I can still add it. So let me see. Oh. Misku. And Tess. 7. Cyrene 3. And we just need an init from Ianfyr. Let me go ahead and roll
Quick
init
question:
for...
How long is a rotation of combat? Or a turn, I guess.
1 turn is, I believe, equal to 1 second.
It's
Hold
6
on.
seconds per turn.
Yeah, okay.
Ish.
I was looking through Rage, and Rage says it lasts for about a minute. So that means I would get 10 turn. No, yeah, 10 turns worth of Rage per token.
Oh, okay, okay. I see how that's working now. Okay, so you have to select your token and then roll the init from your character sheet, which is kind of weird.
Huh.
Ah,
Where is... Oh, there he is. Okay.
oh, I didn't mean to re-roll. You can reset it. I was just trying to check a macro.
Okay. It is reset. Still need Ianfyr's roll, though. Oh, yeah. You know what else would be really cool? Hopefully that's not super loud. Does anybody even hear anything?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Drums.
Is it loud? Is it too loud? Is the volume okay?
So on the settings panel, there's a master music volume that you could adjust it yourself.
Oh. Okay, I thought it was like one person does it for everyone. Or the GM does it for everybody. Duly noted. Duly noted. I'm actually going to kick that up on my side. You don't hear any music?
Yes.
I'm not hearing it on mine. I don't think I have the right thing set up on the site.
Still not hearing it?
I mean, I don't need to hear the music. I can't hear it.
Well, darn. Yeah, I'll help you troubleshoot that later. Okay, hopefully he's not AFK too much longer. Let's give him just a couple more minutes, and if he's not back yet, then I will roll in it for him. Or actually, you know what? I can just roll in it for him. So, Ianfyr. Whoop. Initiative. Oof. Did it place him? Yeah, it did. Oh boy. Hey, so Tess, go ahead and re-roll a d20. Or actually, just re-roll the init roll. I'm gonna need to figure out the ins and outs of how that works. What'd you roll? 4. So Ianfyr is just ahead of you. Ahara, because you initiated the combat, Anterius is going to go ahead and yield to you. Go ahead and take your turn.
Alright. The first thing I'm going to do is take a shot with my longbow.
Alright.
So attacking takes me out of stealth, but I'm still stealth at this point, right?
Yes, you are still stealth at this point. You may go ahead and roll with advantage.
Advantage.
Okay, cool. Trying to get the stat block pulled up here. All right, that is a 24, and you totally nail it. Go ahead and roll damage. Ooh!
Not bad.
Yeah, no kidding. So yeah, he immediately drops. Yeah, stealth kill. Didn't even know what was coming. Gonna go ahead and move forward here. So Anterius moves in. Let's see. Was he 30 feet? So how do I do that? The rule thing again? Ah, here we go. So he's gonna go ahead and move in. Right here. And his torch kind of lights up a little bit more of the area. So you guys are able to detect a bit more of the shuffling. Val is next.
I see a health bar.
Indeed. So... it's 25... let's move him about right. Oh wait, no, that's 25, so he's gonna stop about right there. And we're up to Ianfyr. Yeah, so you guys kind of detect more of the more movement in the darkness. You see kind of some more of this this shambling, like hunched over humanoid silhouette. Getting a little bit of the light from the torch reflecting off of them. This is like some Doom 2016 shit.
Yeah.
Is that
Alright, hello.
Ianfyr?
What was that?
Hey, welcome back. So I rolled it in it for you because we initiated combat. And you wound up tying with Tess, but then outrolled her in the tiebreaker. So it is actually your turn. We already identified one of the shambling needle blights, and Ianfyr was able to murder it before it figured out you guys were there.
Oh. Huh. Okay, so, huh. Okay, so I guess I will be right. Let me see what I want. Sorry, I'm just getting back in, so,
Yeah, he was pissing in the corner over there when all this went down.
Gotta let out my scared pee first.
You guys hear a
Alright.
zip? So you only see this this other one kind of subjectively over here.
Which one? Where?
Over here.
Alright, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do is, since I've seen sort of like the damage to the other ones, I'm gonna cast Blade Ward. So it is, well, actually, let's just...
Can you post that in chat, please?
Okay, so, come on. Oh, this way.
It's a nice shot, Ahara.
Yeah, I mean the advantage helped quite a bit for the hit.
Yeah, for sure. It's absolutely nailed this guy, like headshot.
Alright, and from there, I'm gonna try to stay as close to the back of the group as possible, get as many warm bodies between me and them as...
Okay. Trace a
So,
sigil of warding in the air until the end of your next turn. You have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage dealt by weapon attacks. Oh, nice. Okay, so you've got... Let me go ahead and... It's a good one for Blade Ward. Let's do that one. Okay. So are you staying put then?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay put for now.
All right. Tess, you're up. Are you gonna do a battle cry?
Not yet.
Spoon.
Gonna have her move. About right here.
All right.
And that's it.
So let me take a look here. Oh my. Okay.
How do we do that distance thing again?
So it's the right below the magnifying glass, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was making sure it looks the same as mine, because mine actually does have more buttons on it. So there's like the little, it looks like a little ruler with a circle.
Yeah.
And if you click on it, it says like snap to center.
Mm.
Then you can click and drag.
Okay.
Okay, so up to right there. So you can actually see pretty far. Here.
Swing, swing, swing.
Again, these guys seem to be attached to these cadavers, and they have yet to notice you.
It's the end of my turn.
Okay. Misku, you're up.
Is that guy in the bottom right hand corner like a pirate token?
He appears to be. He appears to be a dwarf. He's dressed quite a bit nicer. But yeah, he's laying on the floor. He's yet another corpse.
What's my movement range again?
30 is your standard run, I believe, or you can sprint 60, but it would forego your action. Unless you have some kind of,
Nah, not yet.
that kind of thing.
Special yet. I'll move 30. And on my turn.
Okay.
Place myself face up in attack mode and end my turn.
All right, so we come to Cyrene. You are up.
Okay, so I'm going to make my way downtown to these guys. And let me see. I'm gonna go right here. And then I guess these guys are dead and we're just waiting on this guy, right? All the way up here.
Wait.
So the guys that I'm closest to are dead, and so
Yes.
yeah. So we see these guys.
Yes. But they
Okay,
they
so
don't
I'm
seem
not-
to have noticed you yet.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be foolish, and I'm tiny, so I'm not gonna attack anything just yet. So I'm just gonna be here.
Okay. Kind of shot them in there as a group. Okay. All right. So again, none of them have figured out you're there yet. We actually come back to Ahara, who seems to be on a roll anyway, or hopefully on a roll.
All right. Oh, okay. I'm gonna move over here, and I guess I'm gonna take a shot at this closest guy here.
This one?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, roll it up.
That hits.
19. Oh yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Ooh, you know what? That was supposed to be with advantage. You can roll it one more time if you'd like, just to see if you crit.
Advantage on the damage?
The attack. The attack.
Oh, all right, sure.
Okay, not a crit, but either way you hit. And 8 damage.
Alright. 8 damage.
All right, so you're it's an arrow, right? Yeah, it was an arrow. Arrow totally strikes this guy in the shoulder. Kind of reels back a little bit, and he immediately flips around to face you. So they are now, well, he at least is now aware of your presence. Let's see, so Ant. Ant is going to run up. Same with Val. Okay. I don't know if he actually has... Does he have anything that he can do? Nope. Okay. What about Val? Nope. Ianfyr, you're up. Be aware that this is a structure right here, so that does technically provide cover. You cannot shoot through it. I mean, I guess you could shoot around it, but it would count as cover, so you'd have disadvantage on that. Okay, so you move up closer. Ianfyr, was that the end of your turn? Ianfyr?
Oops, sorry, I'm muted. Okay, so I'm gonna ready an action so that way, if I see anyone try to come through the corridor between me and Val'faelen here, then I will shoot them with the crossbow.
See anyone trying to come through the core? Oh, wait. Can you kind of ping where you're talking about?
Let me see if I can.
Click and hold. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got a clean shot to.
Not. I mean, kind of, but not really. Maybe. Let me see.
You do not have a clean shot, however, on him. You'd be shooting through Val.
You know what? I'll go ahead and try and shoot for the other one.
Okay.
For that one.
He's Dragonborn. He can take it.
Would this be under advantage, or would this just be regular then?
This one has not noticed you, so he is flat-footed. You have advantage. Nice. That's a hit. Roll damage. That was another attack. Click on the chat where it says light crossbow.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Thought I did. Oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah. You have to click it in the chat. There you go. 9 damage to this guy here. This was a light crossbow. So your bolt, like...
Ding.
Yeah, your bolt, like, sticks in him, kind of in his ribs area. Tess, you're up.
Alright, so... Tess is going to move all the way up to this guy right here.
How far did you move? It was like 30 feet, right? Yeah, you can attack.
Okay. I guess she's gonna bludgeon this guy with her quarterstaff.
Sounds like a plan. $13, that is a hit. So now click on in the chat, click where it says quarterstaff two-handed. Yes. Now roll. 7. So he drops. You smash his skull in.
Yes.
And after he writhes for a little bit, he ceases moving. Now that you're kind of up close to the corpse, you can see that he was like rooted in his chest, and he was like draining the blood from this corpse.
Oh god, more xenomorphs.
Yeah.
Misku.
All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and enter a state of rage. And that'll end my turn, I guess.
Wait, hold on. Rage? How come there was a roll for that?
Oh, that's my token count.
No, rage is a bonus action.
Yeah.
You can still attack or whatever you need to do.
Not from this range.
Oh, okay. You don't want to use the rest of your action to move all the way up?
I mean, yeah, I guess I can do that. And that'll end my turn.
Okay. Cyrene.
So, I'm gonna fly on over right here. I'm pretty like there's steam coming up from these, right?
Um
And it kind of looks like there's steam or something.
Yes,
just
yeah,
running
that
water?
is steam coming up
Okay.
from those. By the way, Misku, as you move up, I didn't realize how close you had moved. As you move up, you are sensing kind of more of them.
Neat.
And you see these. So you see they kind of have cornered these 3 dwarves, all clad in the same leather, and they look pretty worse for wear. One of them calls out to you. He says, "Help!"
And so I see all 4 of those figures over there.
Yes.
Okay. I guess I'll call out to the rest of the group that there are 2 survivors to our left around the bend and 2 more plant creatures.
Okay. So you call that out to the rest of the party?
Yep.
All right. Cyrene, did you have an action here?
Yeah, so I wanted to kind of finish like this guy off, the one like right in front of me.
This one?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I want to use acid splash.
Acid Splash. Can you link it in chat, please?
Mm-hmm.
I think that is a 3 damage.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Acid Splash. Let me double check here. 2 creatures you can see within range that are within 5 feet of each other. A target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 acid damage. Spells damage. Okay, cool. So yeah, he needs to roll a dexterity saving throw. There he is. Okay. Save. Doesn't look like he actually has that as a saving throw, so I'm just going to have him roll a dex. Okay, so he rolls a 15 against your DC 12 dexterity save. Let's see, and that was 2. No, that was 3 acid damage, so we are going to round that down. So that is... He doesn't have any kind of resistance. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. So you splash acid all over him and he writhes in pain. But he is still up. He is still kicking. And does that end your turn?
Yep.
Alright, the 2 needle blights here and here both like emit this cloud of well, it's this really stinky cloud. And it kind of like exudes from them, and then it like kind of falls kind of just falls down to the ground. Let's see. So
I don't know why I did that.
okay, so Misku. Wish there was an easy way for me to, like, grab an attack roll from these guys. Do I not have a way to do that? Just a moment, guys. Oh yeah, right there it is. I pop that out? Oh yeah, awesome. Okay. Misku, you have a 12 coming your way. Yeah, it takes a swipe at you with his claws.
Okay, I have an armor class 13.
Miss. Cyrene. The other one shoots needles at you. It is a 6. And looks like your armor class is an 11. That is a miss. So both of them miss.
I make like a little giggle.
Let's see what the range is of this. Okay, perfect. Ahara, you're up.
This pool thing, can I see around it?
Yes.
Or over it?
Yes, you can see over it.
Then I'm going to finish off this guy here.
It's so these are like they're almost like underground hot springs. They're like it's like underground liquid water volcanism. Okay, so you're shooting at this guy here?
Take a bath. Yeah.
That is a 13. That is a hit. Roll damage. $12, so he drops. Another headshot.
Bow. All right, now I'm going to move as well.
Perfect.
And that ends my turn.
All right, Anterius runs up to the one that is in front of Misku. His motions alert another needle blight that is in the small chamber over here.
These things are everywhere.
They sure seem to be. All right, Anterius. Where are you? There you are. So Anterius with his long sword.
Just misses.
Yeah, he... And a missed.
Fired and then I missed.
Fired and then a missed. So yeah, that ends Anterius' turn. Val'faelen.
That's rough, buddy.
Whoops. Val'faelen. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. Right, so 20 feet. 10 feet. Perfect. Okay. He's also going to take a shot at this guy with his greatsword. He swings his greatsword widely.
Oh yeah, he hit.
Oh yeah, that's a hit. Five. No, 8. Really? 8?
No, 3. 3, sir. 3.
How's that? Oh, are there 3d6 on the screen? Am I not seeing one? What's going on?
So you combine, there's 2d6, you add them together and then add the modifier plus 3.
Oh, right. Okay. I was like, how did I roll a 5, but I got an 8? I'm used to seeing the little modifier on there, but it didn't show on... Oh, okay. I guess it doesn't show on damage. Okay, so 8 damage. So he hacks into this guy. And it cleaves into his side. You see him kind of spout that that weird mist stuff once again, but it kind of falls short. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. It just smells really bad. Ianfyr.
Okay, let's see.
Jumps in for a little bath.
Yeah, you're fine. I'll allow that move.
I'm just checking to see for. Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and move there. Let's see. Then. So I guess I can see this. I can see this one right here. Hang on a sec. can see this one right here.
Yes. Yes, you can see that one.
All right.
But Misku did point out that there were 2 of them around the corner over there. So he did
Yeah.
say that out loud, so you did hear that.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I
You
guess I'll
kind
go
of-
ahead and take a shot with the light crossbow. Well, hang on a sec. Let me see something real quick.
No, you can hit him from there.
No, I know.
Oh.
So he said there were 2, but I only see the one, right?
You only see the one, yes.
All
The
right.
other one
What
is-
I'm gonna do is I'm going to cast Ray of Frost.
Okay, can you link it in chat, please?
Hang on a sec. Where is? So it asked me for the roll, so I'm trying to figure out where to. Hang on a sec. Where is the thing to link it? So, hang on a sec. Oh, well, it failed, but
What?
well, when I tried to click it, it doesn't like show the thing on there. What it does is
Yeah.
ask me. For
No,
the
that's
roll.
that's fine. You
So
just
it says,
that's a roll.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
a
you're
frigid beam of blue-white light shines.
streaks toward a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against one target. That's interesting. On hit, it takes 1d8 cold damage, and speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of your next turn.
But in this case, it's basically attempting to do 6 cold damage against it. Or no, it's trying to roll a 6 for attack.
Oh yeah, that was actually a 6. Okay. Yeah, so that does miss, sadly.
And yeah, so that was actually a critical failure with a modifier. So
Yeah, okay. You just miss. It's just a miss.
all right. So yeah, that takes my turn.
Tess.
Tess is going to running all the way to this square. She is going to tap her quarterstaff on the ground as loudly as she can and scream at the monsters. Hey, over here, just to try and get them focused on her so that they leave these dwarven guys alone. Now I hear music.
Is it like real soft?
And just
No,
started
let's
up
do-
again.
Yeah, it's coming through just fine for me now. I must have had it on the wrong headset thing earlier.
Interesting. Go ahead and roll
Intimidation.
intimidation.
Here we go. Oh. Well, you should still at least notice me.
Duly noted.
I mean, they're definitely not intimidated.
Nope.
Any other actions you want to take at this point? You have any?
How can I tell what range is on my cure wounds here?
Let me pull it up in the compendium. Cure wounds.
If you hit the spells, there's a little circle eye thing that's right next to it, or not right next to it, but like on the end. Like there's a little circle eye, and if you hit that, it should bring down underneath it the.
On your character
Scripture
sheet, I
for it.
think.
Yeah.
I'm on my character sheet. I don't see that at all.
So there should be like 3 little tabs on your character sheet one says core, one says bio, one says spells.
Oh, I see.
And then if you go into spells, you can find your.
I have attributes and abilities. I don't have spells. This isn't
So-
a spell. It's like it's
Cure Wounds is a touch. It's on touch, so you have to be
It's
in
on
melee.
touch.
hmm
okay. That's it. I've just got melee stuff, and I'm not close enough to hit anything. So that's the end of my turn.
Copy that. Misku, you're up.
Smash time. I'm gonna move here. I can attack diagonally, correct?
Oops. Don't know why that happened.
Yeah, you can attack diagonally.
Okay. I'm gonna move here. I need to see because I have my rage damage turned on global damage modifier, so I'm assuming that'll just add it to
Really
roll.
quick, as you move away from the other guy, he takes an attack of opportunity on you.
Okay.
It's just a claw attack. And that is a miss.
Oh,
Go on.
as I run away, I swat his hand out of the air.
Psst.
Okay, so
Bad.
let's
Bad needle blight.
So since I have rage activated, I do have advantage on strength check. So I would roll advantage on my attack, correct?
Wait, say that again?
Since I have rage activated, that means I get advantage on strength checks. So I would get advantage on my attack, correct?
Let me double check. Yeah, as long as the oh wait, hold on. Oh, okay, so you don't actually get so you get bonus damage. It's not bonus to the attack roll, actually. And
Well,
that
I
is...
do get +2 to attack rolls to damage.
Yeah, but you're going to get another... Okay, so is that... Is that
So the first line reads, you have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Yeah, but then the second line says, when you make a melee weapon attack using strength, you gain a bonus to the damage roll that increases as you gain levels. As a barbarian, as shown in the rage damage column of the barbarian table. So you don't get advantage on the attack, but you do get bonus damage based on whatever that barbarian table is that I can't seem to find.
It's up at the top of the barbarian page. It's just in the leveling table.
Ah, yeah, there it is. Okay. So yeah, you have yeah, +2 damage, I see.
So I guess I'm not understanding you have advantage on strength checks then.
So
So
strength checks are going to be like lifting stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
that kind of thing. So like if you needed to like rage and like lift a car off somebody, you have, advantage on that. Medieval car. So that's a 9. That is a miss. All right. Cyrene, you're up.
Okay. So, I'm going to come around this way, and I want to use a magic missile.
Your target?
This guy right in front of me.
This one?
Almost dead one. Yeah.
Okay. So, magic missile. That is an auto hit, so our deals. Okay, you can actually choose up to 3 creatures that you can see within range. So as long as you can see them, you can hit them.
ooh, you
Can I
can
see
hit
this
all.
one? At the very, very end.
Click and hold.
Yeah, click and hold on it. That one is out of your line of sight. You can see this one.
Okay.
You
maybe
can
even see
also
that one?
see this one.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Which one?
This
The
one down
at the
here.
top of the stairs at this bottom part.
Oh, it's kind of like I have the little portraits in the way. But yeah, that one. Okay. And it's gonna like push her back a little bit with the force of the missiles.
D4 plus 1 force damage to its target. The darts all strike simultaneously. You can direct them to hit one creature or several. So yeah, you can also have them all hit one creature, or have them. You can divide them up however you want.
I think I'll divide them up.
So go ahead and click your magic missile 2 more times, I guess, because that's going to be damage for each individual blast. Okay, so we got 5, 5, and 2. So since this was the first target, he drops. And which one is your... I think this was your second target, so... And your third target. All hits.
Cool.
Does that end your turn then?
Mhm.
Okay. So this Needle Blight moves up to you, Misku. So he claws at you. That's a miss. And the other one also claws at you.
That's a hit.
That is a hit.
So I do also have resistance to slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning. I don't know if how that would factor in.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
So I think resistance, if I'm not mistaken, cuts damage down by half. Right? Yeah, we're just going to call it damage reduced by half. So half of 7, rounded down, it's going to be 3. So you drop your health by 3. Okay. Fast can move 30 feet. Okay. Alright, he takes a swing at Anterius. Ooh. Was that a gnat? No. That is 7 damage. Ooh, Anterius looks like he's in bad shape. Let me reveal this area of the map up here for you. Okay, so these guys are actually frightened. You see them sort of backing off. Now we move back to Ahara.
All right, I'm going to move towards the southeast there. And I'll take a shot from here at this little guy at the top.
Awesome. Rolled up. That is 18. That's a hit. We have a 9. Wow. Dude, you do a lot of damage.
I mean, it's a longbow, man.
So,
Yeah, it's +5 every hit.
your arrow just goes straight through his chest. Like, it doesn't even stick in him or anything. It just straight through. Yeah, he looks pretty bad off. He's at death's door.
Pew. Okay, that's it for me.
Anterius. Where are you, Anterius? Takes another slash with his longsword. Oh, and he misses.
He's not having a good night.
No, he's really not. Val'faelen. Yeah, Val'faelen's gonna run over to assist Anterius over here, his fellow. Slashes at him with his great sword. Oh, that's a hit. Eight slashing damage. So he cuts really deep into this guy, or into this Needle Blight. Needle Blight looks like he's at death's door, but he's still standing. Ianfyr, you're up.
All right, let's see. Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and move there. And then let me see. And then, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my Tides of Chaos to cast the Ray of Frost at this guy.
Okay. I'd also like you to go ahead and roll a d20 for your Wild Magic Surge.
All right.
So this is Ray of Frost.
Woo! That was close. That was close.
Okay. Ray of Frost, Frigid White Beam, make a ranged spell attack. Okay, and go ahead and make a ranged spell attack.
So, and this is gonna be with advantage because of the rolls of chaos.
Copy that, go ahead. Yeah, that's a hit. And you're attacking this one, was it?
Yeah, and it does 5 cold damage.
All right, so you see like his like that leafy like skin that he has like kind of freeze over, and a lot of it starts to kind of like degrade and fall off of him.
Ice to meet you.
Someone's waiting to use that.
What's that?
Someone's been waiting to use that.
Yep.
Tess.
Okay, so I think I'd like to use Toll Dead on this guy.
Okay. Toll the Dead. Point at one creature you can see within range, and the sound of a bell fills the air around it for a moment. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d8 necrotic damage. The target is missing any of its hit points. It instead takes 1d12 damage. Oh. Okay. Spells damage. Okay. No. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Go ahead and roll your 1d12 damage.
Oh, you need to succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take the.
Target must succeed on it. Oh, okay. Or take 1d8. If the target is missing... Well, it is missing hit points. Okay, so it does need to succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
I'm rolling that right now.
I presume that fails.
Yeah, that's a fail for sure. Go ahead and roll 1d12. You can do that just by typing in the chat /roll 1d12. /roll space 1d12. Oh yeah, he's...
Bring out your dad!
He just shrugs and goes, "Well, I guess I'm dead, huh?"
What is necrotic damage? So he just... You know what? His flesh just kind of like rots and he just topples over into a pile of ash. That sounds like necrotic damage, right?
Which one was this?
This was...
It was this one that I was attacking.
Oh, my bad.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
Oof.
Too soon.
Too soon.
Yes, you can.
Okay, and now I'm going to move Tess. She's just gonna run over to this dwarven guy right there, and she's gonna introduce herself. Hi, I'm Tess.
That's so Tess.
I'm Paul.
Just a
Hi
moment
there.
here.
We're here to save you.
So these three petrified dwarves stand shaking, sweating profusely.
Gross.
And they kind of, as you approach, they kind of like hesitantly like kind of raise their weapons. They're not really sure what's going on. And then you start to speak. They currently seem too frightened to respond. So they're kind of like glancing at each other like, what should we do?
I don't think I can cast any other spells, so that's it for me.
Okay. Misku, you are up.
All right, I'm swinging.
Huh. That's a hit.
All right, let's see if this will work.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, cool. It added in my rage damage. Batter up.
So that is a total of 14 damage. So you bat the head off this guy.
Oh no, wait. Is he all like frosty?
Oh yeah, no, never mind. He
Yeah,
shatters then.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Wesley
think-
Snipes from Demolition Man.
I take a big two-handed swing, baseball style, and swing straight through him and just ice everywhere.
Absolutely
Chunks
shattered.
everywhere.
Tree trunks.
True story.
And I'm gonna move in my turn by moving over here next to the
Smelly,
Dwarf.
panicked dwarf.
stinky boy.
Stinky. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I should have revealed this a little while ago. There we go. Okay. Cyrene, you are up.
Is there actually a desk in here, or is that just part of the map?
There is actually a desk in there. And you also see a chest here in the corner.
Okay.
Here in the corner.
I'm sure
I'm just
Misku's
gonna-
eyes light up at that.
I'm just gonna fly over here. Just kind of being a little fairy, looking
I
around.
know.
No,
There's
not real. I'm just being like a little fairy.
There's still one more monster.
Oh, oh, oh. I have all these little portraits and I can't see sometimes. So I will actually.
If you need to zoom in,
another-
there's a zoom function at the upper right-hand corner of your screen that might make it a little easier.
Yeah. I did that, but it's hard to like move the actual thing around. I don't know if it's like my laptop. but I'm just gonna use another magic missile on him.
Okay, go ahead and roll all 3.
There you go.
Oh
that's
yeah,
death. That's death.
you have just delivered death.
He explodes.
Yeah, so these magic
Cyrene's
missiles
gonna do
just
like a little turn in the air, little
Yeah,
happy
but-
turn.
yeah, these magic missiles just pelt him, and he does kind of a turn and then lands on the ground with a thud.
And that ends my turn.
So there are so all you guys have left are these dwarves, but that actually closes out combat. Let me get some kind of.
Do we hear the music stop?
You guys hear the music stop?
Can't stop the music.
Where is? Hold on, I'm trying to grab this. There we go. So back into the. So the dwarves at this point, who are all kind of very, very shaken. You know, a lot of them look bloody. You know, that all of them covered in cuts and bruises. Just kind of covered in it. So one of them finally speaks up. He says, "Who goes there?" And he's kind of gripping his weapon.
The pest control. Heard there was a bit of a problem.
It's control.
Tess offers her hand to the dwarf that's in front of her, assuming that the dwarf's on the ground, and she's gonna ask, "We were sent to investigate this cave. Are you okay? How did you end up here?"
We were attacked in the night. Is the captain alive?
Tess looks around in confusion. Which one's the captain?
Well, the only others we've seen around here have been dead bodies or just husks. So, presumably not? Question mark?
All dead. Well, we're getting out of here. So they start to kind of push past you guys. They're kind of moving off. Last chance for any dialogue.
Where do you come from?
Where did you go? Where did
Where'd
you
you
go?
go?
We've been set up in these caves for weeks, months.
Like on purpose?
Yes.
Dwarves.
Now, if that's all, we'll be heading off.
What kingdom do you represent?
We don't represent a kingdom.
Where'd these blights come from?
We don't know that either. Can we leave now?
Best to let them go. They look hurt.
Also, they're not very useful.
Can I start dragging this chest out of the corner?
Sure.
Meanwhile,
Dragging
Tess is
chest.
gonna come up to the desk and she's gonna investigate.
Where are you pulling it to?
Right here.
Oh, hey, it's an object. Cool.
So
Should I roll for investigation on the desk?
So they go ahead and yes, one moment. So Misku, you drag the chest over. The three dwarves make their way out of the rooms. You kind of see them step over this corpse here, and they're kind of like the captain. Tess, so you find inside on the desk. Yeah, okay, cool. So you kind of thoroughly kind of sift through the desk. You find... So there is a sack of... there's a sack of coin. Rather hefty sack of coin at that.
Well, obviously, I take that.
You gonna open it up and look inside?
Yeah.
300 gold pieces. It's 300 gold pieces. Along with, and that is sitting atop a journal, or what appears to be a journal. It's like kind of a small, executive size notepad.
I open the journal.
It's a rocket book.
Do I recognize the text?
Hold on real quick here. So...
Actually, I should probably be checking this desk, see if I can basically spot any official papers or anything that looks like that in there.
So I'm sharing these the first note with you guys. Wait, why are these? Okay, hold on.
Godbury.
Jarvard.
Provided.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, his name's... I had to rename the second one. Okay. So... So inside the journal, there's this note that's kind of tucked in between a couple of pages, and that is the mysterious note that is now in your journals. All of you are free to open that up and take a read. There is a second note that is underneath the book, and that is the note from Jarvard that you see now in your journals. And opening up and looking through the journal, there is but one entry, and here it is.
Ah, I see.
I'll give you guys a chance to go through that, or if you'd like me to read it out loud, just say the word.
Can I highlight and change font to Arial?
Yeah, the font's kind of hard to read.
Oh, I'm sorry. I will do what I can to make that better next time. This person had shitty handwriting.
Wingdings.
What kind of text is that?
What languages do you...
Dwarvish and Infernal.
That's Dwarvish.
Okay, so I can read this letter.
Yes, you can.
This note.
Do you want to read it out loud? Or do you want to
Where do I find the translation? I mean, yeah, I'm gonna read it out loud, but...
Okay, so this is what you read out loud. My men are afraid that these sightings are a bad omen. Well, here, I'll paste it in chat as well. Like for me to believe in superstition, still, the numerous sightings of the same creatures is alarming. I'll have to let D know that we're moving the operation. D sent along a pendant with his last message, but I lost it an hour after I received it. None of my men are so untrustworthy as to steal something like that, so I'll keep looking. If I do find out someone stole something from me, I'll gut them like a fish. So here's that translation in there. That's what she reads out loud.
Well, it turns out I think he's the one who got gutted instead.
Indeed.
So there's some kind of importance around this pendant.
You don't happen to notice any pendant or anything?
Can I open the chest?
Sure. You're just gonna open it?
I guess I should roll investigation?
Sure. You can roll investigation. Checking for traps, or what are you doing?
Yeah.
Okay, roll it. Oh.
Womp.
I mean, it's a big box. That's what it looks like.
Doesn't
Okay,
appear to be locked.
I would like to open it from behind and pour it on the ground.
So you guys watch as he kind of fumbles with this chest. She kind of fumbles with this chest. You are able to get the lid open, but it doesn't seem like it was trapped or anything like that.
Okay.
Apparently this guy was pretty trusting of his men.
So I dump the contents onto the ground.
Give me a second here. What did I have in the... Did I actually put anything in there? No, I didn't. So give me just a moment. Let me generate.
There was nothing in there. He didn't trust his men that much.
Oh. They were pirates. It's literally full of socks. Those are so important. This chest is full of flip-flops.
Ooh, okay. Maybe that's a little too much. Okay, so inside the chest you find the following items. There is a bolt-of-fine cloth, a painted glass statuette of an elf priest. There is a leather belt with a bronze buckle, another leather belt, a leather sash, a ceramic ewer? It's weird. And a ring.
Huh. This is literally a chest full of clothes.
I could always use some more costume pieces.
The clothing that's in there is seems to be pretty nice. Can probably fetch a what is a ewer? I don't know what that is. Oh, it's like a pitcher. Okay, so yeah, there's like a ceramic pitcher in there. This is all probably stuff that can sell. Okay. Well, seems like you've cleared the place out.
I want to go back to those guards and talk to them about the thing they shouldn't talk.
Well, let's hope we could catch them in time then.
You mean those dwarves that that kind of made their way out of the cave?
Well, the notes talked about city guards.
Let's see here.
Oh, from the journal things.
Can you point out in the text where it says it talks about city guards? I'm having trouble finding it.
We don't have the men descend right now to investigate. Don't inquire for help around Staskar. We don't want to blow our cover.
Okay.
Surely some adventurer will inquire about the matter with the local guard. It's only a matter.
Oh, okay.
I want to be that adventurer inquiring with the local guard.
Okay. So yeah, you can you guys can definitely make your way back to Staskar and inquire there. Is that what everyone would like to do?
I'm just going to take one more look around the desk. I'm going to look on the floor and just kind of look all around to make sure I've got everything covered.
Investigation roll, please. A 15. Okay. So you're kind of thoroughly checking behind the desk and everything, and you find an envelope that is behind the desk. Seems to have fallen back behind the desk, and it has sort of a circular shape, as though there was something inside it that had depressed this circular kind of shape into it. On closer inspection, It appears to be like the insignia of a hammer, one that you have never seen before.
Can I open the envelope?
There's nothing inside. This is like a depression
Okay.
in the envelope that looks like
Okay.
it was imprinted there.
I'm going to tuck that into my journal and keep it with me. It's got a picture of a hammer on it.
Okay. Yes, it looks like it has a. It looks like it had a picture of like what looks like a hammer.
Okay, with that, I'm ready to head out.
I mean, I was just trying to check to see if there's any official-looking documents on the table, like anything that looks like it has any writing, like from.
Yes. So you do actually find some documentation. So this looks like some sort of a manifest or a set of different manifests. They seem to be like amounts of something, or amounts of different things, and then the gold value of each. So it looks like a lot of these are under this category for like iron. So there are like all of these different like iron shipments that have been sent out, and you're seeing like 16 pounds here, 20 pounds there. But those are that's kind of the extent of what you find.
Okay, so I just found like a manifest thing.
Yeah, seems to be a manifest.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Let me actually.
Out of the chest items, I guess I'm going to take the ring since it's the one valuable looking thing.
Okay. What are you gonna do with it? You're just gonna
Pocket
like
it.
pocket it? Okay.
Yep.
So go ahead and add ring to your inventory. Just a ring.
Oh, before we leave, Tess wants to explore this area just to make sure everything's covered.
Okay. So you're gonna explore the entire area?
Over here.
Oh, okay. So you have found yet another of the gruesome.
I'm just gonna investigate this little cave.
Ooh, nat 20.
Oh, so you find one gold piece on the dude.
Cool.
Other than that, he shares the same wounds as the other dwarves. He has the big gaping hole in his abdomen, and he is drained of all blood.
But nothing else of interest in this cave.
Not as far as you can tell.
Okay.
Can I check the captain's body?
Checking the captain's body? Sure. You find 16 copper pieces.
All right, I'll take those.
Anybody else taking any action here?
Wait, so Misku, you said you're only taking the ring from the chest?
Yes.
Would you be okay with me taking the belts?
I mean, I left it all on the floor, so you can take what you want.
Yeah, sure, I'll take the belts and I'll take the clothing.
Okay. So let me... What's that? So there was a bolt of fine cloth, a bolt of silk. Here, I'll just post it in chat. Oh, wait, what? Hold on. No, this isn't the right one. Oh, it regenerated. Shoot. Bolt of fine cloth. I should have pasted this in chat in the first place. There was like a belt. There was a leather
There was
belt.
2 belts, a sash, and
The ceramic ewer.
I want to say there was another ceramic item also.
there was like I know there was another cloth thing as well. So one was a belt with a fine cloth.
I'm going to go with this one as well. There's also a small vial of perfume.
Okay.
And that'll replace the other item.
So this captain guy is like dead, right? Like 0 hit points. Like there's no point in me trying to use Spare the Dying to bring him back for a moment.
No,
All right,
he's been drained of all his blood.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll
He
go
was
ahead
not
and.
happy to be alive again.
Okay, so is everybody making their way back out to the road?
I believe
Right.
so.
Yeah, I'm already at the entrance.
So you guys make your way back out. The dwarves seem to have gone. Everything is kind of eerily quiet. Yeah, it looks like we have actually come up to time for the
Yeah.
night. Did you guys want to like set up a camp here? It's getting pretty late, or do you want to make your way back to town to go to the inn and maybe post up there?
Yeah, I'm down for returning to the inn.
Yeah, I'm down for a return to the inn. Plus, I've got a date.
Yeah, cool. So you guys return to the inn. You've got a couple of options here. Each of you, you can choose to stay in the inn overnight, which the innkeeper warns you, beware of the spiders. They've had somewhat of an infestation recently. As you stay there overnight, so that's going to be, it's going to be 3 copper pieces a piece. Right? They have bedrolls and everything already. Otherwise, you are welcome to stay in the stables, which are probably the nicer accommodations in this case. And that would be
This is gonna stay in the stables. No
gonna be in the
spiders.
stables.
Well, either that or is the inn part with the bar?
Yep.
Or is this like further? Yeah. So
So you'd
I'll
be
probably just.
they move the tables and then you like stay in the inn, like
Well-
next to the hearth.
Probably give the waggling eyes to the bar's maid again and be like, well, either that or perhaps you have a space you could share with me that might be a little bit better.
Okay, hold on real quick. So stables and then so who all's taking the stables real quick?
Misku is.
Misku,
And Tess.
Tess, who else? Anyone else?
First, I need to know how big the spiders are.
Well, one said they were 5'9", 6 foot. The other one was like 6'3", I think.
They're spiders. They're
Oh, the spiders.
Yeah.
they're
the
little
spiders.
they're little spiders, but they're an
Yeah.
infestation of spiders.
But I'm a fairy. So, like, compared to me, how big are the spiders?
You're a foot tall, so I'm willing to say about a tenth your
You're
size.
probably tall. Yeah.
Okay. I still don't want to take that chance because I could easily get like,
Overwhelmed.
So I'm gonna take the,
I'm having trouble hearing you.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, just
Kinda a
barely.
little muffled.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay,
you're-
cool. Sorry. Okay, I think I had a blanket over my speaker thing. So I don't want to take the risk of getting caught in a spider web, so I'm gonna take the stables too.
Okay.
Creatures don't bother me. In
So you're
fact,
gonna-
I'd be more comfortable outside the city.
Okay. So are you planning to camp outside the city then?
I don't mind staying in the inn, but I'm not going to wander out to the stables with everyone.
Okay. Ahara, you are staying at the inn. So let me see. The stables were 5 CP apiece, and the inn was 3 CP apiece. So Anterius and Val'faelen are choosing to stay at the inn as well. Are we missing anybody from this list?
Well, I said I'm gonna try to charm my way into the
He's
bar.
trying to get into her lady's bedroom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll yourself a charisma check.
want to use it. I kind of do. I was thinking of using the inspiration to roll with advantage. Yeah, might as well.
So that's
I'll
not
use
not quite
That's a
how that's
reroll.
going to work. Yeah, it's
Or,
a
no,
it's
yeah,
a
that's gonna
complete
be a reroll.
reroll. So whatever you roll
Yeah,
the
sure.
second time, you have to take it.
Did it? There we go.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. Okay.
Yeah,
No.
never mind.
Consider her charmed.
Well, we'll find out next time. So hang on real quick, guys. Let me actually close the stream out. I'd like to thank everybody who tuned in. I hope that you guys are all enjoying the series so far, and if you do, let me know in the message thing, or do with something. I don't care.
Doodly doo.
Yep. Yeah. So we're signing off for the night. Keep a song in your heart.